Greetings, Commanders! Minnie here! It is time to break my in-game record of the farthest jump achieved. For that case, I have brought the Jumpaconda out to Jackson's Lighthouse. The ship is literally stripped bare to the bone. No shields, no defensive modules of any kind, not even heat sinks. I'm hoping I survive the trip. My ship fuel is so low that I can pretty much only use enough fuel to complete one jump. And to survive this journey, I have brought along two of my fellow commanders.
Commander Ryok.
Commander Titan.
They are flying fleet support for me today with emergency fuel limpets and things like that. So, before we go, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at my systems panel so you can see the stats, what I have fitted, all that jazz. And then, after we do this jump, I'll go ahead and show the outfitting. So, let's get to it.
Titan jumping in.
Ryok jumping in.
I see you have arrived, Commanders. We ready to do this?
Absolutely.
So my maximum jump range on the Anaconda with absolutely minimal fuel is 70.17. Current jump range is 70.9. Once I use up all my fuel, actually, Ryok, would you go ahead and pass me a fuel limpet, please?
Yep.
So once I get this fuel, my jump range, I think, should go up.
It's a coming.
Transferring fuel.
Oh, 70.03. I actually lost a little bit of jump range. That's okay. As soon as
limpet or good?
no, actually, I actually have slightly less jump range. So I'm at 70.03 with a maximum of 70.17. I'm thinking I actually might hop into Super Cruise and burn off some fuel
Charge detected.
to get the perfect ratio. Well, at this rate, I'm going to go ahead and supercharge mine as well.
Okay.
Me too.
The fuel scoop has to be deployed.
Okay, I'm supercharged. Oh, that was scary as hell.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Holy fuck balls.
Frameshift drive supercharged.
280 light year jump range.
185.
I wonder what my cutter will get.
5.
Yeah.
5.
Alright, the Jumpaconda is primed and ready. You guys ready to provide emergency support action for me?
Yes, sir.
I got
Alright.
plenty of fuel for you.
Let me plot my route. Okay, looks like I'm going to be able to make a jump of 280.29 light years. Closest system I can jump to is HIP 101549.
101549.
101549. HIP 101549. That is exactly 280.28 light years away. 0.1 lower than what I can jump, but from my experience with doing testing like this, you have to jump 0.1 light year less than your actual jump range. So, there's the route. HIP 10159. We are currently way the hell over here. And, yeah, that's really far away. 280.28 light years.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jump drive coordinates have been accepted.
Ready to engage.
Prepare to jump. I'll see you fellows in 280 light years.
See you there.
Have fun.
Jump complete. I was able to fuel scoop before going dry.
Whew.
I was zeroed out on fuel.
Fuel scooping complete.
I would have laughed if it was a brown dwarf.
I was very lucky, but I do have a pirate on me, so I need to get him off my tail. Interdicted!
Win. You better win.
I better win. I can't boost or jump or anything. No shields, no armor, no defenses.
Why can't you boost? What's your thrusters at?
1D.
Oh, shit,
I'm out.
dude. Whew.
My thrusters, I have my well, you'll see the fitting in a bit. I avoided that interdiction. I see you guys coming. So yeah, I moved 280 light years away from you guys. There's the proof. HIP 101549.
Nice.
Damn beluga. Okay, so what causes the Jumpaconda to break the goddamn long-range jump record? Well, let me show you. So the jump minimum, current, and maximum jump range of the Jumpaconda is 70.17, as you can see here on the bottom. This is no fancy text editing. I'm not that good at that stuff, so I couldn't do that anyway. Let's go down for the full ship fitting all the way down. Hardpoints, empty, of course. Utility mounts, empty, of course. Core internal. Lightweight alloys, no modifications. 2D power plant with an overcharge grade 5 to give me just enough power capacity to be able to run everything. A not that great heat efficiency, but not a big deal. The main thing I'm focused on is the mass reduction. I got a negative 8.5% mass bonus, which is nice. So the weight goes from 1 ton to 0.91 ton. Onto the frame shift drive. I have an optimized mass bonus of 54.9%. I want to get this higher. If I do, I'm going to do this again, break my own record. Other than that, the mass was increased by 41.9%, which is horrible. And I need to try to get a roll that is a lower mass bonus and a higher optimal mass increase. Life support modification, I am almost at maximum. It is at 69.9% reduction to mass. Not worried about the integrity, just needs to help me go somewhere. So right now I'm at 2.41 tons on the mass with a 69.9% mass reduction. As for the power distributor, 1D power distributor. 1D because it is the lowest actual mass, and if I'm jumping and not really coming out of Super Cruise, I don't need to be able to boost, and I'm not planning on landing on planets, so don't need to boost. So therefore I went for the minimum mass, which is 0.5 on a 1D power distributor, and with a negative 6.1 mass reduction, that brings the mass down from 0.5 to 0.47. And this is just a grade 1 modification. I'm not planning on actually using this for anything else except for its mass reduction. As far as the sensors, as you saw in last week's video, I got a negative 81.3% reduction to mass. So my sensors with a 8D sensors went from 64 tons to just under 12. With 11.98 tons. As for the fuel tank, the reason I'm using a 8-ton fuel tank is because if I increase the mass, my jump range goes down. And I wanted this test to be as close to optimal as possible. I know the maximum amount of fuel that can be used by a 6A frameshift drive is 8 tons, so basically pushing the frameshift drive to its absolute limits to be able to break the jump record was the goal. So literally redlining the fuel gauge the entire time was the way to do this. So rocking with an 8-ton fuel tank gives me 70.17 light year jump range. As far as the internals, I'm running a 7A fuel scoop so I can refuel as fast as possible. As you saw, it came in very handy after that very long jump. And then after that, a standard docking computer and of course a standard planetary approach suite. Neither of these have any mass, so this does not have any negative repercussions on my ship's jump range. Now, I skipped over one thing, and that was the engines. The engines are what make this entire build possible, besides the lightweight sensors, the frame shift drive, and the other low-weight modules. The thrusters are what make this possible. So normally, the maximum mass for a 4D thruster is a little bit lower than 493 tons maximum. By doing enough level 1 rolls, I was able to get a optimal multiplier and optimal mass. Normally your optimal mass gets decreased and your optimal multiplier gets increased. I, however, went for the other side of it and got enough rolls to where I actually got an optimal mass bonus. I was within about 10 tons or so of my optimal mass with the fitting that I have on it now, minus the thrusters. The main thing that was holding me back from reaching that 70 light year jump range was the mass of the thrusters. On this one, I wasn't able to get a mass reduction along with the increased optimal mass multiplier, but that's okay because now I can run the ship with at least 8 less tons of mass just because I was able to get the upgrade to push the total mass available that those thrusters can push past the maximum mass and the current mass of the ship. So the entire key to making this ship work this time around is getting those 4D thrusters installed. And there you go. That's the Jumpaconda's fitting. If you have any more questions, feel free to hit me up. I will be putting all of the details into a Coriolis.io link in the description so that you can look at the exact build and the exact modifications, all the stats on it yourself, to see if there's anything that I might have missed or something you might recommend to do for yourself, or maybe something if you have an idea for helping me break this jump record again. 280.28 light year jump. We went from Jackson's Lighthouse to HIP 101549. And yeah, 280.28 light years. Done. Anyway, Commanders, if you did like this video, please do like the video and feel free to subscribe. Ryok, Titan, thanks for helping me out.
Welcome.
Anytime.
And we will see you guys next time on Elite Dangerous. This is Minnie, signing out.